That happened in Fargo, and that wasn't the whole plot.
That was a flex. I heard a flex.
No,
Yeah.
I mean there was some other plot
All
also.
right, Swede, shut
how
up.
the oh okay.
Okay, so last we left off, you, the party, the no ones, had
Became
successfully
someones?
arrested through a juke, a big moot. You managed to arrest and interrogate a man named Fleming who was working with Dr. Gamble. Holding a town hostage, turning its people into fish people, and generally doing some freaky shit. You learned that he was going back up to Ridgeco, and you drilled him for information generally. And Inspector Keys, through magic paper correspondence, asked you to bring him to Osprey for a prisoner transfer.
Nice. And is that where we're picking up on the road to Osprey?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're leaving the village to go to Osprey, right?
Alrighty. Yeah.
Alrighty.
We're driving. We're on the road again.
Well,
Alright.
who's driving?
Me?
Yeah. So navigate for me then.
Give me a second to open
Imagine how many poor like travelers were running over.
None.
Hopefully
Ah.
not.
I mean, it's like it's a pretty big thing. Maybe you won't see every little small person.
Like, I've
Personally,
probably killed a bunch of rabbits, but you know.
Not the
I feel like
rabbits.
a rabbit would.
Okay, so killing people is fine, but oh no, a rabbit. Fuck rabbits. I'll
Yeah.
kill 1,000,000 of them.
I feel like a rabbit out of all animals would be able to like feel the rumble and get out of the way of a large.
So you're saying that if they don't, it's their own fault and they had it coming.
Yeah, so Aegis, roll me.
With the
To some, I mean, kind of, frankly, but
Alright.
a
I'm
little
gonna
one.
change
that-
to Aegis.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, because you get really persnickety about it.
Who wants to scout ahead?
I suppose I will.
And how would you like to do that?
I'll use the periscope, yeah, with my
Alright.
one eye.
Well then, roll scout ahead.
Hmm.
Very nice. That
Let's
is
make a discovery.
nice. Make a discovery. And you can also there's a +2 to that. So with the periscope.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can
Okay.
do another thing as well.
I mean, get the drop then. You know,
Okay.
don't know what the discovery will be.
Yeah. All right. Roll a 3d12.
I
Also, Axe, are you quartermastering or Arena gonna do
Reina is Axis stalking
Reina
in the
does,
storage room still.
that? And,
Oh my!
oh yeah, you got
1,
fresh
10.
fish. So, and you got fresh fish. So Reina gives you an automatic 10 on on mastering provisions.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
I do have some business to take care of too while we're on the thing. We can do that after the encounter, but just I'm throwing that out there before we, arrive at whatever destination. Osprey, I guess. That's up to Neo when we want to do that, but like I said, just throwing it out there.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna say, just throwing it out there, because I just realised, Brother Lotus seeks to accomplish social good. When a positive change is brought about in people's lives as a result of his and the party's actions, it will suffice for pay up.
Hey,
Oh, loyalty, yeah.
we did that.
True. Yoink.
And I technically paid Corn. Oh god, I just realized. No, you. Oh yeah, Aegis hasn't noticed the money.
We'll get to
yet.
that.
No, we've had other things on our minds, and no one has thought to inform Aegis about the coffers.
Oh yeah, we still have. Oh, wait,
Yeah, one of them's still
wait,
on board.
Did Axe release one of those animals, or did he?
No, you still most of them. You released most of them. One of them, remember, you caged and kept.
And no one
No.
has told Aegis about
Yeah.
it. Or Azora, I
Axe-
don't think.
Nope. Not
I guess-
that, I don't think Azora will care nearly as much as
The
poor
money
Aegis.
eaters. Or
I guess
whatever.
Axe is just petting him. I guess. Just as a little creature.
He's got him locked in a room with him.
Actually, no. That's just cruel. Maybe Axe should release him to be with his
Roll me
He
a
family.
just throws
D12.
him off the side of the moving, crawling house.
I guess.
Strong and rare
Interesting.
creatures. I'm just reminding myself what everyone's cost is. I like
Roll
Corin's
me a
simplicity.
D12.
Another one?
Yeah.
Another one.
12.
Alright.
Now just another one. Dun, 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 dun.
Another one.
I'm glad you like that song.
Yeah. Roll a D12. Another one.
Another.
Everyone.
Ooh.
Or D12.
That's another D12. You earned yourself another
Oh
D12.
my
Wait, should I
God.
also... Did you say everyone should roll a D12 or just...
Nope.
Okay, you just said another one. Sorry.
It's my discovery, Swede.
So, we're a communist social... we're a communist organization.
We work for money, Swede.
Not everything is perfect, okay?
I feel like communist mercenary is an interesting, I guess it's kind of a, oxymoron? Not necessarily. There's something oxymoronic about it, though, Which I appreciate.
Oh, my neck.
Alright.
Ba-dum. Hmm.
Say. Roll me a 2D12.
Ooh. Fascinating rolls happening.
Fascinating.
Fascinating stuff.
That one
Indeed.
Oh.
Interesting if true.
Alright. Azura, you spot in the distance, on the floor, on the ground, you're trudging. So let's say, so Aegis is sort of like, you're in leg mode, right?
Probably.
Yeah, going. So let's say like you're probably going through the more forested area, probably. To come out towards Osprey out of the forest. So in the distance, you spot there's a ways off to the side, in between some trees, you see a glowing yellow light.
Interesting. I am gonna call that out. So I see a glowing yellow light, through
Yeah,
the. What direction? Like what heading?
to the north, a little to the north. Yeah,
So a bit deeper in the forest.
yeah.
I suppose I'm going to discern realities. As I call this out to the group.
Aegis slows down upon the call out.
Question.
Of course.
What do you guys think? Any input on what my question should be? I'm thinking lookout for or useful or valuable to me. I think
We are mid-game, Austin, but yeah, Swede has gone on an impassioned rant about Genshin Impact.
Wow.
I guys think it looks bad.
Haven't tried it.
I am here
Why
to
would I?
decree. I'm here to decree that Swede has what we in the business like to call brain rot, and it is highly contagious. I would immediately advise all parties to vacate the premise and
Bah
keep
humbug.
keep safe distance.
Bah humbug.
It's the
This
COVID
this
of the
brain
mind.
rot. No, this brain rot is like stage 3 MMO brain. That's what happens when you
Yeah.
get too deep. And I'm
Ooh.
here to say Swede is in fact too deep.
That's so sad.
I'm
Hey
sorry,
Austin,
Swede.
Bosnia is coming out next week.
All right.
So yeah, I'm
Is
thinking.
that what the yellow light was? Just Austin in the distance.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't believe I
thinking
DM
on
for
the
that.
lookout for useful or valuable to me, but what is about to happen, or not what it appears to me, could also both be useful. What do y'all think?
What do I think? Well, I
Um,
think many
Go
things.
with the latter. Go with the latter.
Which is that?
The one you said last, because I was taking a sip of drink and can't remember what you said, but didn't want to admit that.
Well, the two main choices were what should I be on the lookout for, or what here is useful or valuable to me. But then I also said about to happen, or not what it appears to me.
I'd say look out for in case this is a threat, because we don't know it's for sure it's
Yeah.
a good thing for us yet.
Yeah, we don't want our precious, really expensive vehicle to be damaged.
All right, what should we be on the lookout for?
Well, you're seeing that the light has a very consistent glow. Like it sort of fades in and out.
Mhm.
It's a sort of pulsing light. And as you're looking at it, you see that it looks like some creatures of the forest seem to be repelled by it. Like they're not they're avoiding it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe avoid it. Would you say be on the lookout for it? Like,
It looks like it looks like the kind of thing like maybe so you see the creatures avoiding it. It seems as though there's sort of an innate instinct there that if they get too close to it, like something will happen. Not saying good or bad, just something will happen if they get too close to its vicinity.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that out. This is Agus's call.
Aegis decides to park up. Yeah, calls out. We're stopping. Gonna have a look at something.
Hey, Axe, you're from around here. Spout lore. Azora says in character.
Axe says in character, no, I technically won't be learning anything new about a culture or civilization. I won't do it.
Axe just says, nah.
Wow.
We just walk up to the room where Axe is just moping. Axe, we spotted something cool. Go away!
Axe don't wanna. Okay, no, Axe actually does it. It does come out. Just why you stop car so suddenly?
You have any idea what this is, big guy?
Axe is looking at this thing. What is? Let's Axe spout some lore on this thingamabob. Oop. Where's my sheet? Why didn't I open my sheet at the start? Here we go. Spout some lore. Here we go. No.
Swede. Switch to your character, Swede.
Fine.
So yeah, you don't know that. Are you holding the ferret?
Oh yeah, he's holding it.
Yeah, okay, Aegis just looks like, what's Axe? What's that?
Oh, this ferret.
Why do
Yeah.
you have a ferret? Where did you get a
Why
ferret?
not? Oh, they just when you were gone, they snuck in.
And they...
We got away. We got lots of them. There were lots of them.
the ferret jumps from Axe to Aegis. It goes onto your shoulder, Aegis.
Ah, he likes
Starts
you.
sniffing at you.
Hello there. Like Aegis is kind of like not really moving. That's where he's kind of like doing everything, where he's like inching his head away from it.
And it starts it crawls down your body a bit. Sniffs at your and starts sniffing at your waist.
Axe, what have you been teaching this thing? Like Aegis goes to grab.
Axe taught him nothing.
And
Like he goes to Aegis goes to grab it by the scruff of its neck.
Yeah, Zora just raises an eyebrow. It really does like you.
Oh,
What was that?
Oh.
Roll Dex.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it was about to go for something in your pocket, around your waist, in your pockets, and then you grab it by the scruff of the neck. And
yeah, we don't know what that is.
Does it look like a ferret? I know it's an odd question, but
yeah, it looks like a ferret.
Hmm.
It's got like a yellowish tinge to it.
It's an odd. I haven't seen a ferret colored like this before. Granted, I haven't seen many ferrets, so.
Fuck, what was it called? Did we even know what the name of this thing was?
No, you didn't have a species name.
Yeah. Axe don't know what it is, but it's cute. Axe pats it on
It's
the
like
head.
straining to get back to Aegis's waistline.
Could you?
Oh, you probably have food. Wait. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you have food. No worries, though.
Axe, I have a feeling you're not telling me something here.
Axe doesn't need to. Axe not hiding anything. Axe doesn't need to tell you.
I turn to like someone else on the crew.
Zora shrugs.
Who was there at the time? Reyna was on the ship at the time.
Reyna, Corum, Lotus,
Nostria.
Nostria, yeah.
Yeah, I think I turned to say Nostria. I'm like, Nostria, is there something Axe isn't telling me?
No.
She like scratches her head. I'm not sure.
You're
What
not
has he
sure
told
there's
you?
something he isn't telling me?
Oh, I don't know what he's told you.
Nothing.
It's just cute ferret. No need to worry.
Well, they're conspiring together now.
There was a bunch of them, in apparently all throughout the whole night.
Yes, but we got rid of them. No worries, nothing got lost.
Nostria says, "No, you're definitely hiding something. I just can't remember what."
It's nothing.
It's funny how you've lightened up since we started talking about this ferret, Axe.
Well, ferret is good. Axe actually grabs the ferret from Aegis.
Yeah, I let him do that. It's just like Aegis like rubs his hand against his clothes, like cleaning that off.
You know that fucking Tom and Jerry picture of the dog holding a kitten? This is Axe right now.
Yeah. Corum stumbles out of another room, still recovering from his seasickness.
Oh, you alive, Corum?
Yeah. And he looks at you and says, "Still have one of the ferrets?"
Yes, we never released it. Axe should probably release it.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. What are you doing keeping that around?
It's cute.
It's cute. It's a literal money sink.
A what?
Animals are expensive.
Yeah,
Corum
okay, yeah.
you too.
Okay, Axe. Like, Aegis is thinking, not really knowing the full story, and I'm sure that Corum's about to explain and change what Aegis is about to feel about this, but Aegis, like, thinking, actually, Axe is in a bad mood, maybe this ferret could be good for him, thinks, alright, Axe, you can keep this, but you have to care for... God damn it, it's that speech!
Axe can care for it. Well, it's just,
And when we're in Osprin, we're gonna have to get a cage for the thing and sort out food and. Hang on, I have a feeling Corn did.
Yeah,
No,
Corn
actually-
interrupts you and just says, "Boss, it eats coin."
Okay, no, we're getting rid of it. Sorry. We can get you a ferret.
Axis goes, it's okay, Axis is about to release him
There were
anyway.
over a dozen of them in the cart, in the vehicle the other night.
Oh yeah, they ate Axis coins.
They ate. How much money did they get?
You can check the treasury and see for yourself.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, Axis letting go of the. He's putting the ferret on the ground. There you go. Run away,
no,
little
don't
fella.
put that down. You do not release it until it's off this thing.
But I thought we were off it.
No, I thought we were still on the thing. Look, we were like on the roof looking off.
Oh yeah.
We were on the nowhere.
Okay, then yeah, Axis is holding. Maybe we should stop and release this.
Yeah,
Well, we have stopped.
We're gonna go. We've stopped. We're gonna get off this. We're gonna drop this little guy off the moment that the ship is closed up, and then we're gonna go inspect that yellow light.
Yes, good idea.
And my phone will ping me about me checking my bank statements online.
I'm pretty sure I heard the bathroom open up, so I'm going to use that because I'm like kind of dying.
Nice.
The moment M's back, we're gonna go outside. Get rid of
Man.
that ferret.
We had such a depressing episode last time, and now it's ferret comedy.
Yeah, I had a massive W last time. I don't think it was that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom myself.
Din din din. Oh man. Well,
Get ready. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
ready.
it's
I'm ready
recording
for it.
again.
Nice. So,
Nice.
yeah. You go to check the chest, the money chest, the treasure chest.
Yeah, I wander back in and check the money chest.
You're allowed to open the inventory of the nowhere now, and see.
din
Coin
din
there.
din din.
42 coin. How much was in there prior?
Prior to this,
Yeah.
well over 100. Well over 100. Probably
I mean,
closer.
Okay,
to
so
200, probably.
Aegis just like sees that and just quietly, just like his face turns, he just wanders back outside, walks up to Axe. He grabs the ferret, turns to the tree line, and just fucking throws it as hard as he can into the tree line. Not into a tree line,
no.
just throw it.
Yeah, it squeals on its way out. Hits the tree and then just like.
Oh god, I wasn't
squeaks
trying to
and
throw
then-
it into a tree.
Oh no! It squeals on its way out. It lands, it like squeaks and just like immediately scurries off, like whimpering.
I wonder what they shit.
oh no, poor ferret.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nostra
we never
just looks
stuck around
around
long
and
enough to find that out.
Yeah,
Does
Nostra
the
just
Zora
looks
just
around.
say that? I wonder what they shit. And Aegis just has
Yeah.
Aegis just turns and looks at you. Just his head creaking into place and
Hey.
just looks you dead in the eye.
Hey,
Azora just shrugs. I mean, if any animal is gonna shit gold, literally.
Nostra just looks out the door and says, "Well, that was mean."
It ate our
hey,
money.
Axe didn't make it. I accident let it inside.
You let
Aegis
it
is a
remain
man,
inside.
Nostra.
Yeah, but it didn't eat all of that alone. It was several.
Right.
For a
Good.
second, I thought Axe was implying he also ate some of our coin. Just had a really bad quartermaster roll.
I mean, to be fair,
That should be if you
Axe
get like double
Axe
ones
did
on
pay- Axe did-
quartermaster.
Axe did pay for big dinner. But you know,
I'm not sure what, if anything, Axe, that's meant to tell me.
I don't know. But yeah,
If
Axe,
you're trying to spare my feelings about a lot of our money being eaten by a ferret by telling me that we spent a lot of money beforehand, it's not gonna do
not
it
just
for
one
me.
ferret. There was several.
Let's just keep going.
There's still the glowing thing.
Yeah.
Axe
Hopefully,
at least paid
I hope
Corin.
it's a shining statue.
What would we do with Chinese statue?
Sell it for money.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Meanwhile,
let's
just
go
the
inspect this.
snores of Mr. 600 a week from the cockpit.
600 a day.
Oh yeah, a day, yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, a day. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you go. Who do you bring with you to investigate?
The three of us are going. I think maybe we should bring Nastria because it's probably going to
Yeah.
be magical in nature. And Lotus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it could be spiritual in nature. You know, that's the...
There we go, we've covered all the spectrum. The three of us
Yeah.
in case it's mundane in nature, and the two of them in case it's scientific or spiritual in nature. Well, magical or spiritual in nature.
Or scientific. She's been studying her science.
True.
So, I guess, what are we gonna do with money? Axe don't care about money. Axe already spent all of his.
Axe, you don't care about money because you live in a group of people who cover all of your needs.
Axe covered his own needs when he lived alone
And how did you do that?
by hunting hunting Axe's own food. Axe went to nearest pond. Axe slept in the wild.
Yeah, sounds like a great money-free existence right there.
It's nice. Also, Axe got some favors.
You know, favors are just currency of another kind.
What's currency?
Money.
No, favors aren't money.
It's a turn of phrase, Axe.
So,
Azor just shrugs, I didn't get paid until I was 20. I had all my expenses covered, though. It was
Well-
nice.
Well, Axe don't have any
For a
money on
long
him.
time, Aegis didn't have to deal with money, but he sure likes it now that he does because it's simple.
Imagine money.
I think Azora was technically a slave, but, you know, like...
Indentured servant.
Could Azora comprehend that?
Probably. Like, she's familiar with, you know, slavery, but, like...
You were also
I
a
doubt she
child
really thinks of
soldier,
herself
which is
as that.
like
Yeah.
another issue there, but
She was essentially purchased from an orphanage as, you know, like a 6-year-old and, like, raised to be, you know,
the perfect.
a loyal... Well, not quite, but just, you know, a loyal to the Death Guard. And, you know, made to be sort of
Fucked up
utterly...
that didn't even die.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she
it
ruled
was
last
loyal
breath.
to the death. It didn't specify whose death.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as you approach the glowing, you go. There's like a small clearing through the trees, and as you approach, you see that it is coming from a weird glowing markings on the ground in the middle, like in the middle of 3 trees.
Either of you recognize those?
No.
Azor's gonna say to Lotus and Nostria
Well, let's
are two
see.
people who know magic and spiritual stuff.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if they do. Let's see.
God damn it, Sweet. That's stuck in my head now.
Oh, whoops. That's the wrong one. That's plus exclamation point. That's not right. Oh, okay. And Nostria, and also I'll have Nostria see if she knows better. If she knows harder.
Just a fucking dick measuring contest of magical knowledge right now.
She does
Well, we know
harder.
Lotus has a lot, to measure up against, so...
She does know harder. Yeah, they both. Yeah, they look, and Lotus just says, This. Australia says, "Oh, it's a summoning circle.
What is it summoning?
Looks like judging from the runes, that would be a creature of light.
Creature of light?
Yeah, of light energy." And then Lotus takes a closer look and says, "Yes, definitely light energy. They'd come with some."
I don't get it. You mean it made of sun?
If you were to step closer, essentially what would happen is, if we were to step closer, the circle would activate, and some kind of creature would be called forth from a different realm. And this creature would be enchanted with light energy.
Is it dangerous?
As dangerous as whatever the creature is.
I figure when you say creature, what type of creature?
Let's see. Nostria takes a closer look. Well, judging by that rune, let's see. She starts thumbing through a book, and Lotus looks over it as well. And they just start consulting each other, basically. Probably some kind of mollusk. The signal's some kind of mollusk. And then Lotus is like, "Oh yes, it's the pattern, definitely. That would be a snail, I believe."
A snail of light?
The snail of light?
A snail of light energy.
I suppose the question we're not asking is, why is this here? Is this a trap? Is this a... Someone would have had to have laid this out here, right?
Yes, likely someone was wanting to summon snails of light.
And they finished their summoning runes and then just left it here by the side of the road?
It would appear that way. I can't imagine what would have interrupted them or called them away. The Glimmerstone Temple is nearby. It may well have been one of them.
Perhaps it's
and I know, I've heard that there has been fighting. That there has been a battle going throughout the Emerald Forest that might have called them away.
Perhaps this is something to defend the temple.
It would just call forth some snails with life energy.
It'd still be enough, without knowing it would still be enough to dissuade people from approaching.
That could be an option. It could also be. It is I believe, if I know my fellow monks well, and I believe I've met with the Glimmerstone folks before. They'd probably know some ways to turn. They'd probably know some ways to use this for medicine.
Huh.
They specialize. The Glimmerstone monks are incredible healers. They're even able to bring they're even able to bring souls back from the brink of death.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, Azora's ears
and
sort of
then I
perk
turn
up a
and look
bit
at the
then,
camera.
but other than that, Azora does sort of eye, Lotus, and does sort of I've not heard this in this line. By what means do they do this?
Well, essentially, it's been a while, but as I understand, the top of Glimmerstone Temple, the ultimate shrine, is close to a certain interdimensional ley line of sorts that allows them to step forward into the dimension, into the Black Gates. And there they can find, once you're in there, well, then you'd have to find the death world of the soul that the soul they want to bring back, and probably have to consort with one of the death gods minions, if not the death god himself. And I believe this kind of medicine would do well to help them make that journey, as it would help guard against the entropic energy.
Yeah, Azora just sort of, like, raises an eyebrow and just,
Either way, I'm not sure it'd be wise to disturb this. I don't know. Lotus, do you think we should leave it well enough alone? Is there anything to be gained by summoning forth whatever is here?
Well, the snails wouldn't be dangerous at all. We could, if you wanted them, you could probably take them and use them like they do for life-saving medicine or a healthy, rejuvenating meal.
And, Azora does turn to... as he is saying this, does start turning to Nostra and, like, would you... And then as soon as he says meal, Azora just... Did you say meal?
Yes. Well, they can be prepared as a meal, and these snails would certainly make for hyper rejuvenation.
Azora, raising an eyebrow, just for, like, a beat, then just turns towards the nowhere and just, does the, like,
Reyna.
two-finger whistle. Reyna!
Yeah, Reyna pokes her head out. What?
Come here for a sec.
Yeah, she
Axios leans into
jogs on
Aegis.
over.
Axios leans into Aegis whispering, Ax has no idea what they're talking about.
Edible what's that dish called with snails? I've genuinely...
Escargot.
Yeah, Aegis just turns and says to Axe, even knowing he won't get it, escargot.
Oh, snail food? Why do you not say so?
Wait, No, never mind, of course you know what
Yeah,
escargot
Reyna
is.
shows up. What's going on?
I do just like that detail that Axe was like... For
Yeah.
all of Axe's gaps in language, Aegis says escargot, and he knows it's food. That's very Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry.
Snails are actually pretty popular in the south of Grimwood. Not in Azora's region, but she's definitely had them. In any case, Azora's like, apparently there's a summoning circle for snails of light, and he says they'd be edible, good for medicine. Or
Snails of light and life?
I guess.
My. Yeah, she heads up and like, never thought we'd be able to. Ooh, those Glimmerstone monks, they don't do trading. Especially not with, not as far south as regions. I thought I'd never get. Can we?
I believe so.
Give me a moment. Aegis, like, takes out a bit of a sheet of paper and just... I don't know, this is just for him. He writes on it, sorry, we took your snails, and he just leaves that in 15 coin, like, by the summoning circle. I'd feel bad just taking it, you know?
Maybe you shouldn't. It's not technically yours. Then again, it's just here.
Hey, Reyna looks up. Hey, listen. Those Glimmerstone monks, they got tons of stuff. That's why they send battalions here fighting over random things that they leave behind. You know what? I think it's better that we take this than some random wartime cook. Ugh.
Or type.
Azora does sort of shrug, works for me, I guess.
All right, yeah, we'll activate the thing. But Aegis does leave the note, and the 15 coin is like, sorry, we took the snails.
So yeah, basically you just kind of just tap a rune and it activates. There's like a big light shine throughout, like popping out, and then there are as the circle disappears, and left in its wake are 6 golden snails
Nice.
that Reina just like very like deliberately and very like reverently scoops up into like a containment thing. And looks very excited.
Okay, well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Strange not to be in danger for once.
Yeah, and Azora makes some comment, this will be interesting. People used to eat snails a lot in the south. I never quite got always a bit chewy for me, but I'm sure you'll cook it better than any of them did.
He just like laughs and like rubs her fingers.
Axe can't wait for good food.
Summoning snail for a group of snails. Yeah, Aegis is just like really not over. Like, what does it mean? What did they mean by this?
What did
Oh,
they mean
Vegas.
by
Could we not sell these?
No, let Reyna have them. We'll make our money back.
Oh, true. Axe was just thinking in
Sell
case you
them
want.
back to the Glimmerstone Temple at like high price.
Hey, we activated your snails for you. This is a
Delivery
service
fee.
charge. We're charging 20 coin per snail.
So we're loading back onto the thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're back on
So
the
as
loader
we
and
get on, before Azora does sort of stop Aegis before he goes up to the thing and just asks if sorry to ask this, but since we're all stopped here for a moment, there is something I'd like to discuss with the entire company.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because
So yeah, let if we can round everyone up in like the kitchen or meeting common area,
I'll go and round them up.
They're all
Yeah,
gathered.
Aegis goes and summons everyone to the common area.
Meanwhile, Azora has, just sort of like a stack of papers. How many of us are there?
A lot.
There's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. I thought so. Okay. So once we have the 8 of us together, Azora lays out, what's his name's not invited, obviously. The
Fleming and the leg guard.
Fleming
Yeah.
and 600 coin.
Yeah.
Fleming
he's a
and
lot bigger
fucking
than 50 coin.
Jesus. Aegis is gonna be mad forever about that rate. He's just 600 day to stand in a cave. Born in a mountain,
So-
stood in a cave.
Azora, once everyone's here, Azora does sort of, clear her throat a bit and, just sort of scratches her head. So, obviously, we've been on dangerous jobs before, and this probably wasn't the most dangerous thing we've done as a company, but it did. There was a while where I thought we might have lost someone, and something that did occur to me that we haven't set up that I figure it's about time we probably should.
Aegis, even though Aegis kind of knows it, he's a bit unaware and he asks, who did we nearly lose?
I thought we lost you for a while, based on the way Fleming there was talking. I think he was just trying to, play mind games, but it did, at the time, it did make me think that we hadn't put any precautions like this in place, and I just thought it was about time we did. With my buddies on the guard, we had a system like this. There was a, grave site and things like that, but we don't even have anything like that. My point being, gonna pass out some papers, and don't have to do it right now, but when you have time and think about it, if you want to put what you want done in the event of your death, what you want done with your body, if we can recover it, knowing, of course, there's always a chance we won't, what you want done with any of your possessions, any dying wishes, things like that. We'll put them in envelopes marked with our names and put them in a box, and I imagine in the library and meditation room would be best, but obviously we don't want, hope for the best, prepare for the worst and all, and just for peace of mind, if it should come to that, to know we have some. And, obviously everyone else would fulfill any requests or things like that to the best of our ability. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. And, Azor just sort of awkwardly,
Yeah.
paper down.
Yeah,
they all
Aegis
face their own
just
mortality.
just is a bit thrown. It's like, okay, bit of a swerve, but that's a good idea generally, and something we should have considered. Yeah, if you have time, jot that down and put it aside. We don't want to face it. And
Corum kind of just loopily says, "It's funny because I think I might die any second now."
we're off the water.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's like, the after effects. A hell of a thing. I have to fill this out later. It's not a thing I want to fill out with a headache.
Yeah. I thought I was going to have a heart attack when I saw our coffers. And Aegis just looks at Axe.
What? Oh,
Nothing.
yeah. No.
Well, just as a note, in the event of my passing, control of the company falls to Azora. I figure I should say that now because there probably won't be time to refer to my envelope, but just as a sign, it falls to Azora when I'm out of the picture.
Yeah, Azora does, raise an eyebrow a bit, but just sort of, nods.
It's probably something I should have established beforehand because we run things pretty loosely, but you know how things can go. Luckily, we haven't had to face that circumstance, and I'm trying to keep it that we don't face that circumstance, but it's a reality we might have to face.
Yeah. Just tapping the pencil on her chin, Nostria just thinks out loud and just says, "Master always told me to die in a way that would make him say he told me so."
What did he tell you?
All right, so yeah, they're all mostly okay with it. Pretty none of them are really that disquieted.
I'm pretty sure that Jailbird thinks she's never gonna die, but that's just the vibe I get off Jailbird.
They are going to live forever.
It's like Francis in Left 4 Dead. It's a good thing I'm invincible. Oh yeah, did you fucking see? Just Left 4 Dead 2 got a new update and they added in all of Rochelle's lines that were taken out, which gave her back her personality. That was just
oh my god!
Left 4 Dead 2 news was amazing to me, and yet
So
still,
weird that we
not
got it.
Cold Stream.
Do you want to know?
Wait, so Rochelle has a personality now?
So do you want to
That's
know
crazy.
why? Do you want to know why Rochelle had no personality in the original Left 4 Dead 2? They took out all of her most of her dialogue for space on the Xbox 360 version. That's where her personality went. It was all recorded.
That's fucked up.
You know what? I hate to be that person, but damn, I can't believe misogyny in video games was real all along.
And the black woman.
They had to sacrifice one character besides Bill, and they decided Rochelle.
They couldn't just give everyone a bit fewer lines. They're like, people aren't going to like the Femoid anyways. Let's just get rid of her.
Also, fucking Zoe in Left 4 Dead 1 is a fucking darling as well of that fucking game.
Would you rather have them cut Ellis's stories about his cousin? I mean,
but it's like cut a little of everyone, you know. But the fact that
there's
one character
there's
got
not a
that
single
run.
coach line I'm willing to let go of.
True.
That's true.
But Coach is like fucking standout lovable, you know?
Yeah.
Like in a game where like
again, like the biggest voice line files have to be Ellis's stories about fucking
Keith.
Yeah.
My buddy Keith.
Yeah,
I'm gonna quickly
yeah,
go play
when me and
downstairs.
my buddy Keith, we played tabletop games.
Coach might be the most likable character Valve has ever made. After the Half-Life 1 scientists.
I think Cave Johnson is really likable.
I think Coach is more likable, though. Well, man, she burr apocalypse. Like, that's the best thing anyone has said in a Valve game. Well,
There
man,
is
she
there is
burr
actually like a secondary reason that I kind of like why Rochelle got the axe, but it's like basically Rochelle's character arc was entirely cut from Left 4 Dead 2, and it was partly done for political reasons, which is that her arc is she starts off hating guns, and by the end of Left 4 Dead 2 fucking loves guns, and it's like, I'm gonna keep some of these when we're done.
We already see that in the trailer when she hands like a grenade launcher and she's like, "Hey, kill all sons of bitches," right?
Yeah.
Who the hell puts an evac station up 30 flights of goddamn stairs?
Coach, maybe an helicopter. Maybe it's made
Maybe
of
it's made of chocolate.
Why is that fucking intro so fucking good? It's like every moment of it is just wall to wall. Yeah, I love all these characters already. They're all great.
I think it is impressive, like, how much more likable the Left 4 Dead 2 cast is than Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 1 has a solid cast. Like, I think they're all fairly likable. But then Left 4 Dead 2's cast is so fucking good in comparison.
It's fucking crazy, because, fucking everything about Francis Zoe, Lewis, Bill. Like, the fact I remember their fucking names, despite being such generic fucking names, and they all play off each other
Lewis so much.
I love
I
Lewis.
think as time goes by, Lewis becomes my favorite more and more. He's just so funny.
I think it was always he's just great because he's like the normal one.
Yeah,
He
like
works
more
so
than
well.
Zoe even. He's just like
I mean,
I like that
personally-
Zoe has the whole monster movie. Like,
Yeah.
I wish that came through more, honestly.
I was gonna say, personally, like, Lewis, I can't see him as normal because my brain is fucking destroyed by
pills
Gmod videos.
pills here.
I mean,
pills.
yeah, but in the game itself, like, he is the relative.
Oh yeah, no, in the game
normal
itself,
guy.
he's really nice, but just when I think of him, I just think of the fucking Gmod videos where they just make him a fucking pill
Pills,
addict.
man. He's the pills man.
Francis always used to be my least favorite, but he's grown on me. And then I one day fucking realized that, like, I essentially just see Francis as fucking Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He hates everything. I like him.
I hate Steam.
I hate stairs.
I think my favorite line from Lewis to Francis, because I love how they just bounce off each other like normal guy in this arsehole biker is, damn it, Francis, when we get out of this, I'm gonna teach your ass how to read. Which is just such a good line.
I really like Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Man, now we should
I like
play
Left
some
4
Left 4
Dead.
Dead.
I
After
like
game, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, game.
No
game.
one should play Left 4 Dead 2 as a team building exercise.
I can't believe they made a Grand Theft Auto game that just had a more boring version of Nick from Left 4 Dead 2 as the protagonist.
I feel like Grand Theft Auto 5 is a game where every cat protagonist is a more boring version of another protagonist.
Why does Michael from Grand Theft Auto 5, he's simultaneously like one of the most generic designs, and yet somehow I see him everywhere I look.
Yeah.
He is
I
generic.
see him like he's both extremely memorable face and yet
Michael?
very, very.
They look like Michael from GTA 5.
Genuinely, for a long time, I thought that Dead Rising
Dead Rising 4 guy.
Right.
was
Rising
Michael. I really thought it was the same guy.
I think there was a few comments, like a fair share of comments I got to that effect.
It's such a basic design, and I don't get why I just see him everywhere I look.
Maybe it's because
I
he is so
see him
generic.
I see him in cups of coffee and in my house.
Clear as a crisp spring morning.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. Anyway, so yeah.
It's amazing
so-
this may be the slowest paced session we've ever had. We started an hour late because we were bullshitting.
Yeah, so yeah, the crew talks about Left 4 Dead 2 on the way
Yeah,
there.
on the way
For the
over.
GameCube, or the GameCube.
For the GameCube.
Because
We were
somehow
talking
it was
about the
ported
Left
to
4
that.
Dead of the fucking GameCube Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
So yeah, you're approaching Osprey. It is probably like midday, I'd say. No, a little later in the day. Not quite evening. Not. It's like afternoon. Probably 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
The fucking guards at the gate are terrified seeing the fucking crawler
Yeah,
house stomping towards
they
them.
Well, no. You've shown up in this. You've shown up to the
Oh.
gates of Osprey in this before.
Okay. They know
Yeah.
we're a known quantity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aegis pulls up, pulls those papers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the shit that Keys told you to give them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look over this and like, oh wait, prison transfer, really?
Yeah.
Never seen you from Keys and Custer. You're a Confederate business? Okay, wow. Yeah, it's a.
We're not a Confederate business. We're freelancers. We just happen to be doing a job for a Confederate representative.
Right. Well, pass on through. Yeah, the nowhere can fit into cities. Most cities, it can fit into most cities.
Hmm.
So yeah, Osprey is one of them. And you can find just a general residential area nearby the gate to just have it sit down and be out of everyone's way, and just sort of look like it'll just kind of look like a house, a small house.
Yeah. Aegis takes out the paper and writes back to Keys. Where are we meeting?
Yeah, Keys writes you back and just says that he'll be in Osprey by the end of the day, so very shortly. But to go to the Confederate agent to the Confederate agency building. Gives you directions to that.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Aegis collects Azora. And Axe, and I think I go to 600 coin guy,
Yeah.
and
Looks up. We're in Osprey.
we're in Osprey.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, he gets up and he stretches his leg out. Still a bit sore, but I can manage. Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for. Well, I guess I shouldn't thank you for healing my leg, considering you broke it in the first place. But thanks all the same. And yeah, he slides down. It's like, good luck with whatever it is you're gonna do.
Yeah, good luck. I know it's all a gig, but try not to pick an employer so evil next time.
I'll try.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure you will.
Meanwhile, in the background, Axe is glaring at him, like, really intensely.
There are numbers that are hard to argue with, and 600 is one of them.
Yeah, but if I was someone else, I'd have killed you.